Oh, hi. All right, here we are, live TV. Hey, why don't you give your house some love this holiday season with a fresh coat of paint? Scott Chaucer from Flawless Painting is back to tell us more. Whether it's inside or outside, the pros at Flawless can help. Would you remind, Scott, everybody, in case they just tuned in, maybe they moved to the area recently or they have family in town, give us your backstory, because it's a cool story.
Yeah, real quick, we started back in 2000, so it's been almost 15 years now that we've been in business, and we started at one house at a time. I got downsized from corporate America, so like so many people, unfortunately, I fell back on something that I love to do, and that was transforming homes. We started with one house at a time. We started in North Atlanta, and then we got referrals, we got customers, sons, daughters, relatives, things of that nature, and it really started to escalate. And so as we broadened our horizons and went from North Atlanta down into Buckhead and over to Marietta, and we cover about a 60-mile radius now, and it's just been phenomenal.
And congratulations, I know you were just awarded Best of House. Talk about what that website is and why that's so important and significant.
Yeah, that website is just getting bigger and bigger and more popular for specific homeowners to go to for ideas, decorating ideas, transforming their homes, kitchens, family rooms, makeovers. And then we're on there as a vendor, and we got awarded the Best, Customer Satisfaction Award for 2015. We're up for it again in 2016.
Good.
So
congratulations.
more and more people are going to that. They're relating in the show and house, and they're getting two real good, reputable situations to go to and check us out.
Absolutely. And let's talk about the home's interior and exterior. I know we'll get to interior pictures later, which I always love. It gives me kitchen envy. But the exterior, now is the time, guys, before it starts getting too cold outside, have Scott freshen up the house, the entryway, and we're looking at pictures right now. Right, Scott? Now's the time to do it?
Absolutely, yeah. You still have time. The temperatures being in the 50s and 60s during the day, there's nothing wrong with that. It has to stay in terms of painting, and on the manufacturer labels it says 35, so that's something that a lot of homeowners do not know, and they ask me constantly. So that's a key ingredient, but we're still at a time where you can get your home checked out, check it before the winter months come, because over the next 90, 120 days, a lot can happen.
Oh, yeah.
Rotted windows, door frames, soffits, fascia, all different components of the house.
And is that a common mistake that people make, is maybe hiring someone and not realizing that they may need to dig a little bit deeper and find these problems of wood rot and the other situations that you guys fix and repair?
It's absolutely a great point. A lot of people think they got to hire 3 and 4 different people to do these types of things, and my painters cannot work for us if they do not know how to do wood rot repairs, and we're not technically inclined to do so. So if they can't, they don't work for me. So we can be a one-stop place. We do lots and lots of wood rot repairs, checking out the homes, and you don't want to have a simple problem become a bigger problem and escalate into water in the house, so on and so forth, and then it just becomes a real situation.
Yeah, and let's look about the entryway. Talk to me about freshening it up. What do you see that people are doing now?
I love a lot of the silvers and the crisp, clean whites and creams. That's huge today.
Pretty.
We're doing that over and over, but that is kind of the trend, and not so much the beiges and the golds out there going into 2016. So doing this type of look, people love it. It's crisp, clean, and great lines, and people love that look.
Yeah, that is just stunning. And let's talk about, again, the mistakes that people make. I know that you and I have talked about over the years, you have a designer on staff, which is a great thing, because people always will say, nope, this is definitely the paint I want, and then it ends up not being the right color, or other things that are along those lines, and that's where you can help.
Yeah, basic fundamentals is a lot of people think you can just go to the store, take out some paint and get some semi-gloss. That's the sheen.
Yeah.
And people think just put it over top, but they don't know previously if there was oil-based paint or latex paint, and people make a common problem by putting latex over oil. It will peel and it will chip very quickly. It's a huge problem we see all the time. Also, knowing what type of sheen you should use. A lot of people think like the color is the sheen. People will say, well, I want to use eggshell, and they think they're telling me the color, but that's not the color, that's the sheen. So there's many different sheens, eggshell, satin, gloss, all types, and people don't know the differences, and that can make or break the whole entire project.
Exactly.
It's just a simple little
thing.
and
you don't want them to get frustrated, so kind of know and do your research, and the good thing is you can do that online at flawlesspainting.com.
Absolutely.
And then what's the third mistake?
Third mistake is just not taping, not prepping the house. People will, again, just take out the brush and start painting over something. I could see it in many homes when I walk in there, and they didn't take the time to really investigate it, tape it up, or just prep it, maybe a little bit of extra TLC would make all the difference in the world.
Right.
Those are 3 key ingredients I see all the time.
Right, which is why, and I think Mary and I were talking about it, she is a do-it-yourselfer. She was telling me in the break that you did some painting for her.
We did.
And she says, you know, I really realize you got to leave it to the pros. This is not a job that you want to skimp on, because you will see he can go from room to room in my house, and the difference in the rooms that he did versus somebody that we hired to try and cut corners.
Right.
Huge. And you have a great offer for Atlanta
Yeah,
Companies.
phenomenal offer, and people are taking advantage of it every week. Call and mention Christine. You spend over $1,000 on labor, you get 15% off right off the top. It's been great. People that are really calling us with some major projects.
Yeah.
As I talked to you about before the show, people are taking huge advantage of it, and they're getting hundreds and also $1,000 off of a major project. That is
Yes.
huge. So take advantage, call the show.
And really quickly, I know you want to give shout out to 2 projects that you kind of got through the show.
That's exactly right. One is out in Athens, Georgia, and it's just a transformation of cabinets that we talk a lot about, going from stain to paint. The gal has a huge kitchen, thought she was going to have to spend $50,000, $60,000. We're doing it in a week's time. She's just in love with it. So maybe on a future show, we'll show those pictures.
I would love that.
And also, secondly, is Elevation's Chop House restaurant over in Kennesaw at the airport, a private airport where you can watch the jets fly in. And you and I were talking about it before the show.
That would be so cool, yeah.
That would be a fun time. And those people, we transformed that restaurant in terms of color. We did the holiday decorations with our on-staff interior designer. Great family. We did it all in off hours. So for 4 days, we did that. They're opening it back up tonight at 5 o'clock. So go and check it out.
So
it looks phenomenal.
You did the whole look, interior, in 4 days.
4 days, and holiday decorations. My designer did that as well, which is just phenomenal.
Added
And
bonus
they're so excited. I mean, we're gonna go.
Yeah, I
You
want to
and
go. I want to go check it out.
It'll
Let's
be a
do
good
that.
time.
Guys, I'm telling you, if this is something that you want to do, that you can do really in just a few days, getting the family ready, getting the parties, getting the house ready for the
right.
family and the
Let's
parties.
do it.
Do it now. It's flawlesspainting.com, or call 678-386-7899. Scott, thank you as always.
Thank you.
Happy
It's great.
Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day to you.
All right. Well, it is time to rethink.